Hey guys, this is Louis and I'm back again with another video. And in my previous video, I was talking about what the hardest part of being in information technology was for me, specifically being an IT support specialist. And this is part two, the second most difficult part, I think, for me. And this is probably not going to be the same for every company because some companies are more strict, some companies are more standardized, and they have their ship running nice and smoothly. But for me and for my company and where I work, I think the second hardest part is dealing with multiple different software and technology. It's been maybe almost over a year and I'm still getting requests for technologies and stuff that I've never heard about or seen. And where are these coming from? We have people working with this all this time, and I think that's because of when you have a company that's acquiring other companies. You have when they acquire that company was already probably using specific software, and instead of trying to get them standardized, they're trying to make them feel good and feel at home and make the transition seamless, which the word seamless not going to really pertain to this, because you got to remember you have your ship running a certain way and you have this next ship running a specific other way, and now you try to merge that ship together. When it's time to integrate, something's not going to play as nice as we want it to play because of the fact that these is different things we add in on. This is a foreign. It's like whenever you take a trip, you go to a different country, right? There's some countries you got to go when before you go, you got to get shots because their sickness is different, their food is different, their bacteria is different. You're a human being and you've been sick before, you've did all these different things, you've drank water before, you've ate food before, but when you go to this different country, it's a different atmosphere, different air and everything. You have to kind of get used to it. As the same thing with when you are a company that run things a certain way and you're acquiring different companies, and each company has something a little bit different about them that you got to integrate into that company. Now that makes it hard to keep everything secure, and it makes it hard for the technicians to really do their job on the level that they trying to do their job, because we are human beings, we're not robots, right? No matter how good you are at your field, if you've never seen a certain application or technology, you have to get to know it, you have to learn it. This is why when you buy a lot of stuff, there's a manual in it. The vendors are not just assuming you know what it is, right? A lot of good vendors, you will get the product, you'll get a manual, a couple little booklets inside to show you and tell you how to use this. I have a car. My car came with a booklet that I could go through and read up on my car and stuff like that, right? They're not just assuming that I know about this car, right? So that's the same thing. You have a company, this might be the main company, the mother of the company, and then you just scooping up other companies and you got to integrate into the company and add them to your domain and get everything squared away. And you, along the way of getting these companies, apart from the software you're already using for your company, you have their whatever software they're using to try to add in, and it just makes it a whole mess. And then also too, sometimes the people who in the company, how you have those special people in cybersecurity or information technology, we call it snowflake, right? Those snowflake situations, those snowflake software, those people that need that special treatment, right? They have those, they want that special software, like, hey, why don't we use this or why don't we use that? Yeah, I had a guy told me he got hacked twice in 1 week, both two bank accounts in 1 week. And I was just listening, but in my head, the reason why that happened is because of people. People people are the weakest link in everything. People think hackers just so smart. People in computer technology, we are smart. We are. That's not the problem. But a lot of times, the things that get done is because of simple human error. Simple humans wanting everything simple and easy, and because of that, it's easy to hack a lot of people. His bank account getting hacked probably was because of not paying attention fully, because anybody could get hacked, man. I have almost got hacked before. I'm telling you, I could tell. That's another story for another day. I'm telling you, but the thing that a lot of people don't understand is when you catch on to these things that can happen, start doing better. You know what I'm saying? Start doing better. Start understanding. You know what? If we get MFA at our company, it's got to be for a reason, because I've seen this happen before and I've been a victim of this, and I understand it. So yes, it might take me 2, 3, 4, 5 extra seconds to get into my account, but it's worth it versus me getting hacked and all my information getting taken and my money getting taken, right? For me, that's one of the hardest things. Is just every minute it's a new software, a new technology. You don't have time to read up and get to know this software or whatever. And some of the software is not because we need it. And having different software, different technology is not mainly the problem, right? If I be real honest, that's not mainly, because I love learning about new things. The main problem is knowing that these people don't really need that specific software, that we already have something that we are already using that they can use, but they want to use this. Now, there are times it's not really their fault, right? Because you working in a company, you're dealing with other people and contracts and customers, and you might have a contract with a company, and the only way they're going to give you that contract is they want to use this, because this is what they used to using, right? And of course, they might be paying good. We got to lock that contract in. We're like, all right, cool. We can make that compromise. Cool, right? But a lot of times, some of the software that is being used, I've seen, a lot of times we have another software that does the same exact thing that we could use, right? Because what that does is, the more standardized we get things, the more we learn. They say the jack of all trades saying, right? And it's good to know everything, right? It's good to know a little bit of everything, because sometimes it's better than just knowing one thing. But I promise you, that person that only know one thing, if you try to step in their field in this one thing, they're gonna blow you out of the water, because that's all they do. You gonna know some stuff, but they gonna whoop you, because this is all they do 365. When you standardize things, you have less software, less different things to be working with. It makes it way more easier for you to learn about these things, get real good at these things, get real good at using them, get real good at securing them as well, right? Learning what they can play good with, what they can integrate well with, right? Makes it way more simpler. When an issue arises, it's way more easier for you to pinpoint, because it's like, oh, versus when you're using 50, 60 different things and you just like, well, this is happening. It could be this or it could be this. And it's my thing is, let's try to keep everything simple. If we don't need a specific software, if we already have something that does the same job, let's stick to it. And this is why I realized because at first I didn't understand it, but I understand why a lot of companies, when they get a new person or a new boss and someone new buys the company, a lot of times they willing to get rid of all the employees that are already there. And the reason is because those people already have a certain way of doing things. They have a certain culture. When you're taking over a company and you get a new manager, a new staff, right? A new higher ups, and they trying to direct the people that been getting run by another set of people that had another boss. A lot of time, oh, why we have to do things like this? We did this like this before. Why we didn't do this? Why don't we do this? Oh, that's so stupid. Da, 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 right? Most people, when they buy a company, they're willing to just clean it up. They just get rid of everyone that was there and replace them with new people, because guess what? Once you get new people, you have your standardized way of doing things. You bring those new people in, and out the gate, you let them know, like, hey, listen, this is how we do things. This. Way easier for them to fall into line versus someone who was already trained a specific way. Now you're trying to retrain them. You're gonna have rebellious people. You're gonna have people, oh, we're not gonna do it this way. Oh, who he think he talking to? Who she think she talking to? Oh no, I ain't doing that. You know what? I going home. Then it's, to me, that's one of the hardest things, is just trying to keep up with all the different softwares. And then sometimes, because of how our company is and how the tickets flow, I might get a ticket for a software today. I might not get the ticket again for 4 to 6 weeks or 2, 3 months later. And I'm like, man, what did I do for this again? Because I haven't had that full on experience with it. I worked with it like one time. And between that time, I've worked with so many different things that now I get it back again. And I'm like, oh man, what did I do again? That's just for me. I remember, these is just my opinions. Every place is different. Everybody's work experience is different. Thank you guys for watching my video, and I will see you in the next one. Make sure to subscribe.